Racer.
Hello, this is ACDT here with the first episode of Previously On. I am your producer for this episode. I know Adam usually is the first one to speak, but what the hell? Let me give it a shot. This time, while the rest hurry up and finish their last little details on their pitches.
Oh, it's our initials.
Of the newest super-powered being to hit the multiverse. That's right, straight from Damage Control. We are going to be pitching our own ideas for heroes with their own weird and wacky powers that are here to save the day and hopefully the box office. This is how it works. We will take turns. My fellow members of Damage Control team will pitch their ideas, and that's right. Me will decide the best, most interesting idea, and whoever wins gets the honor of deciding the next topic and being the next judge of the next Previously On.
Why can't you do it like that?
Any questions?
I mean, do I have time to handle this direction real quick?
I'm kind of hard right now.
I mean, Adam is stuck.
Adam's like, I've only done this for like 70-some episodes, and I read from a sheet of paper every time. Welcome to Damage Control.
Hey.
Daniel, what's that word? Podcasting? Podcasting?
No questions.
Good. Now let's see.
I feel like on Cody's laptop he has like a flow chart where he said if someone said yes, he follows this line. If not, he goes over here.
If yes, panic. If no, continue.
Good. Now let's see. This is usually where Adam does some trivia, right? Let's see.
Wait, are we gonna introduce ourselves?
Oh yeah, I guess we can do that.
Yeah, it ain't so fucking easy now.
All right, go around again. I guess I did get rushed into it a little bit, didn't I? I am Cody Dietrich with
Adam. Tipton.
Daniel Newkirk.
Tyler.
Do you guys always do your last name?
Yeah.
I don't.
Tyler never does.
Well, then why did I have to do that?
I don't want anyone
Because
to know.
Tyler's like Prince.
Oh, okay.
Dead? Clearly, it's not too soon for that one.
All right. So this is usually where Adam does some trivia, right? Let's see. All right. Disney's 2000 original movie Up, Up, and Away follows the life of Scott Marshall and his family of super-powered family members. The likes of Bronze Eagle, Wonder Woman, Warrior Woman, and Steel Condor. Unfortunately, he is powerless, but turns out he can save them all from their greatest weakness, which is... just a sec. I got multiple trivia, just in case the others... Give them a fighting chance, Tyler.
I've never...
It's a Disney Channel original movie. It was really, really, really bad.
A. Tupperware. B. Saran wrap. C. Tinfoil. Or D. Bread ties.
C.
I'm going with tinfoil.
C. It's C.
I don't know. I'm going to lose points for answering.
Somebody's salty for his winning of the last episode of Dead Air.
It's tinfoil.
Yep, all right. You all got it right. All right, that's all the budget.
You still lose a point, though. I get 50, you get negative 1 million, and we get to cut off a finger.
All right, that's all the budget Adams allowed me for trivia, and it's gone. And recent news, I'll tell you the truth, I don't know much. You guys hear anything recently that's interesting?
No.
Shakira might be going to jail for 8 years.
What?
The Green Ranger's dead.
Tax evasion.
Yes, Station David Frank recently passed away, very tragically.
I haven't listened to it, but apparently, like, he went... I don't know if he did, like, a live thing, but, like, he pretty much said, like, goodbye on this Facebook Live, like, to his fans or something.
Yeah, I saw that. It's going to be a real downer, but it's because of his pending divorce.
Yeah, he's going through, like, a messy divorce.
Oh, I thought maybe it's because he was a UFC fighter. Because a lot of football,
I thought you were going to make a really dark joke about this.
A lot of football players with concussions have committed suicide because the brain trauma creates some sort of weird depression that causes. Anyway.
The only thing I've heard is that his wife always accused him of cheating on him, and I guess like she filed for divorce, and like he couldn't take it. And like he tried to get a hold of some people, and I guess they didn't answer. They didn't get back to him in time, but that's the only thing. The only thing I've ever heard about him is that apparently he really loved all those Power Ranger stuff. I knew some people that had met him at cons and stuff, and I guess he was always nice.
The Red Ranger might be going to jail.
Yeah.
I kind of was hoping for more inspirational and happy news.
The Yellow Ranger's dead.
She's been dead.
She's passed a long time ago.
Long time ago.
So before
how is that inspirational and happy?
If you don't like the color yellow.
Before we get off the topic of
sorry,
Mr.
I
David,
just one interjection. Like this has to do with kill the Asians, right?
Oh my god!
There it goes. I knew we'd move around.
God.
No,
but before we get off the topic of Jason David Frank, if you or anyone you know is struggling, please dial 988. It's the mental health emergency hotline. It's like 911. Or the suicide hotline number is 1-800-273-8255.
I don't got any good jokes to go along with that one.
Shakira's going to jail for 8 years.
okay.
Tax evasion.
Well, hopefully you guys got some funny superhero ideas, because I'm depressed now. So,
is that what you wanted?
No, I kind of wanted something more like Black Panther's been out for a week. What's going on with that?
Did you see it yet?
I have not.
I have a theory, but I can't tell you because you haven't seen it yet.
Black Panther is fantastic.
A theory about what?
Absolutely fantastic.
About how they're going to move the Black Panther storyline forward. But I can't say it because Cody hasn't seen it yet.
Yeah, it probably involves a pretty big spoiler at the end.
Yeah. Where M'Baku becomes a new Black Panther.
Yeah, I don't
M'Baku, I'm banging them bitches.
More like blow my back out.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess.
But if you don't know, there's an Avengers Cards Against Humanity, and that is the most winningest card ever.
Well, let's get to it, shall we? Who wants to go first?
I thought you had a book report to do.
Yeah. I did. That was my book report.
Oh, not much of a book report.
I thought
we were talking about characters' weird superpowers.
Yeah, I did. One of the guys' weakness was tinfoil. What more do you want from me?
Like what?
All right then.
Well, before before we do ours, off the top of the dome, where's some weird superpowers? Dog welder.
All right.
That's not
he welds dead dogs.
Here's a legitimate, really cool, interesting superpower that's in the media. You can go and watch. The show Misfits has a bunch of them. There's a guy who has lactose.
It's a band.
Adam, you are so bad.
It didn't sound like putting him down. It sounded dirty. You are so bad.
It's a little bit of both, really. I mean,
you are so bad.
I still have an erection from.
I also have that on here. Adam makes a corny joke.
God, you probably do. You guys suck.
So bad.
Anyway, Misfits has a character with lactose kinesis. He can move lactic acid with his mind. And he becomes like one of these crazy powerful supervillains.
Well, yeah, because lactic acid is what builds up in your muscles.
Or not lactic acid. It's whatever the lactose. Lactose and milk and cheese and stuff.
Okay.
So he can control it with his mind. So like he runs into all of the heroes in that show. Is like, oh, did you have a block of cheese at the buffet tonight? And then like uses that cheese from their stomach to paralyze them by like driving it through their body and into their brainstem.
Jesus.
What show is this?
Misfits.
Well, I mean, what's it on?
It's on Hulu, last I knew.
Live action, animated?
Live action.
Wow.
It's about a bunch of misfit superheroes who get superpowers, and it's a fantastic show.
Oh, okay.
Is that like the Runaways?
Like
the Runaways?
No. I mean, I guess the premise is the same, where it's a whole bunch of like no-name heroes who get superpowers, but they are a bunch of kids on community service for committing crimes, and they get superpowers. And then a lot of other people in Liverpool or London or whatever British city it is.
Hello, governor.
There's a lot of British accents.
Okay. Oh, well, that's the best. What are some of the? It's not so easy now, is it? What are some of the classic weird, like matter eat matter lad
TKD
matter eater?
No, TKD. That's a different one.
Arm fall off boy.
Arm fall off boy. Flat man.
Detachable kid. How is that? Not a weird superpower.
Well, I thought you were.
Hey, last episode's done.
What about?
Well, see, I looked up anime because it was an anime. I've never seen the show. All I know it's called like Bo something or other.
Bo.
And he's got like prehensile like nose hairs or something like. He's got like a giant blonde afro. I don't know. This was the weirdest fucking shit.
Yeah, Bobo is a comedy fighting anime / manga where the main character is fighting against the hair hunters that are trying to make everybody in the world bald and beautiful. Huh. So he uses various techniques. His main prominent one is Fist of the Nose Hair, where he uses his nose hairs to fight the enemies.
What about Chamber?
Oh, Chamber's got some interesting power, yeah.
What's Chamber?
His psionic power like erupted out of him and it like ripped off the bottom of his jaw, right?
I thought it was a hole in his chest.
Well,
what's that from?
That's X-Men.
X-Men. Well, yeah, I mean, you always see it drawn like here up to his mouth. I thought it was like the whole.
Don't like all like the Morlocks have weird power, or are they just disfigured?
A little bit of both. They have some weird powers, but mostly they're like
what about like
deformed?
X-Men Evolution, like Spike's goofy ass power, like
the bones.
Yeah.
Spikes.
What about Meg Griffin when they all got powers and hers was just like
growing her fingernails?
She got Liev Schreiber's Sabretooth, where she just grew her fingernails really long.
What's another one from? What's the one from DC?
I mean, you could
Ragman.
Color changing lad who has the power of
Polka Dot Man.
Changing any color to another color.
Okay, so let's do, since we got to come up with a weakness, what are some really stupid weaknesses? The classic one being wood or the color yellow.
Hey, they retconned and made yellow cool.
The stupidest character.
Shut your whore mouth. What's Batman's weakness? Oh yeah, a bullet to the head.
Well, okay. It seems like Adam's trying to take back control from me.
No, you said you didn't have anything.
Totally wrestling control.
Man.
Adam.
Man.
Okay, so we've talked a little bit about wacky, weird superheroes.
Didn't know you had
I do have a question, though. What is your favorite weird anime superpower person, dude, thing?
It'd have to be Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece.
What's he do exactly? Please go into great detail about what he
give
what his
give a
is.
brief overview of what he does.
He is a rubber man.
He's a river man?
He is a rubber man. He can stretch. He can stretch his body like elastic and whatnot.
That's fantastic.
And
sort of not as pliable as Mr. Fantastic.
I don't get it.
His body, he's more like a Stretch Armstrong.
That's incredible.
Hold on. I'm writing this down.
That's
so when did it first air? What day and year exactly did One Piece air?
You got that question right. Don't be a dick.
How many episodes exactly does One Piece have?
It is still in continuation, but it has over 1,200, I think. At this point.
I think I need the exact number.
Over 1,200.
It's over 9. Sorry.
It's not quite to that level, but people are guessing it might actually get to that point, maybe.
Huh. You have weird Dragon Ball Z powers.
One
of the Ginyu Force, he can freeze time, but he has to hold his breath while he does it.
Yeah, that was
Goldo.
Paul from
Guido.
Paul,
fucking racist.
The alien from Paul, he can go invisible if he held his breath.
Yeah.
Mystery Men. There was that character who could turn invisible when no one was looking at him. And actually, he would turn incorporeal because when he turned invisible, his clothes fell off.
Oh yeah.
So he turned incorporeal, not invisible.
Oh, I liked Phoenix Dark, Ben Stiller's character in that movie, where you never see his powers, where he gets really angry.
Oh, Mr. Furious?
Yeah. Well, they ask what his real name is at the end of it, and he's like, Phoenix Dark.
All right. So we've agreed beforehand that for these heroes, we would not make the weaknesses ourselves, but as a group, we would discuss which of these heroes that are fine fellows have made weaknesses together that makes sense and rational. That's not just, oh, I touch a building, I die.
We're giving you a movie pitch for a character.
Yes.
And then someone else the group has to come up with a weakness for our character.
Correct. That is logical.
But our character has to be dumb and weird.
That's going to be...
Not dumb or weird, but you can if you would. But I'd like it be kooky that isn't just a reskin, sort of like in the vein of Batman, Owlman, Night Hunter, whatever. But I'm pretty certain that's a guy.
So, Adam, you have a movie pitch for me?
Yeah, I do. Wow.
So, who would like to start?
Super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Trademark pending.
I think the champion should go first since he won the trivia. He has to go first.
Okay, I'll go first. No, it's all
only if we go by golf rules.
Which we are, clearly.
That makes your negative point total make a lot more sense.
Well, this was my last podcast. It was fun. I'm going to... Well, I guess I shouldn't joke about jumping out the window after we made all the suicide talk.
Yeah, probably not.
You going first?
No, Daniel.
No, I'll go first.
Daniel.
All right.
I want to see how bad Daniel's is, and then I'll go.
I don't know. I'm kind of proud of mine.
I want to see how amazing Daniel's is.
How do you guys do everything from memory? I got mine written down.
Because
I'm not an idiot.
Just make the same joke.
Okay, well, let's keep this shit talking to a minimum.
You might lose points.
Yeah. No, because I'm scorekeeper next game.
All right, so
Cody doesn't pick mine.
Yeah, I did not realize we were shooting a whole movie, so you're gonna have to give me a minute on the movie. But my power, is a mutant in the vein of the X-Men, and his ability is he can control odors. So he can control scents around him as well as his own body odor. And then he can control what his body odor smells like.
So it's pheromone power.
Kind of, but not just pheromones. Like, he can make his body odor smell like perfume. Or he can make it smell like cooking food or baking bread.
He can crop dust without actually crop dusting.
Yes.
So is it only his own body odor?
No. That's how he can create odors, and then he can control like the intensity of other odors generated around him.
So if I'm the main character and Adam shit his pants,
yes,
I could be nice and be like sandalwood.
Yes, no one can spell that.
So are we talking chaotic evil, neutral evil,
Oh, he's definitely a hero. Definitely a hero.
Oh, okay.
In heart.
Okay.
But misunderstood because no one really understands exactly how powerful that could be. Because, like, in the instance where Adam shits his pants again, he could take that and ramp it up to the most intense smell that you could muster and blow out your olfactory senses and make you vomit and all that.
So my pants doesn't get like more shit in them. It's just the odor coming from them gets stronger.
Yes. Gotcha. The only way that your pants gets more shit in them is you shit in them more, like you always do.
So is this a world full of heroes, or is he a singular hero?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Let's do a world full of heroes. Let's just add him right into the X-Men.
Okay.
Oh, it's the first MCU creation. Not bringing a character from the comics into the MCU. It's the first character that only exists in the MCU.
We can do that.
Does he have a name?
Does he have a name?
Running name, I was thinking like you would have like a call sign like Olger.
Olger. How do you spell that?
Olgre.
Oh, say it one more time.
Olgre. Because it's like a mix of ogre and then olfactory. So Olger.
Okay.
Is he like misformed anyway? Just normal looking dude? Like does he look like me or does he look like that one over there?
Definitely misformed like Adam.
Okay, got it.
So maybe like some like changing in his skin color, like maybe like a light olive, like
horrible accident to look
Yeah,
at.
so does he have a poker face? So does he have does his eyes go all white like Storm when he's doing his power? Does he faints after doing it or something?
I don't think anything like that. I think he would kind of like do the nose wrinkle, like you smell something kind of weird. That would be like the trigger for his power. You know, do that.
Good and bad.
Yeah,
and just
yeah, good and bad. Does the nose wrinkle and the odor changes, and then I forgot what your other question was. Like,
no, I just because when in the movies when Storm goes to town, her eyes
right, yeah.
Or she says, "Do you know what happens when a toad is struck by lightning?" That was a good
apparently there was more to that.
Yeah, I know. I
still don't mind it. Who didn't silence their cell phone?
Cody.
Like, what the hell, Adam?
That's
Disney.
A good way to get in last
place.
Disney calling me about my.
I have.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Is there any more? Do we have any more questions? What's this costume? Is it just don't do the classic X-Men?
What's wrong with classic X-Men?
Okay, so are we doing the Grant Morrison, Josh Whedon run where it's like all black leather with the yellow X?
No. More like Jim Lee era. So like tall blue boots, yellow pants.
Oh, like 90s X-Men animated almost. Does he have like... Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
like, I love your idea. Give me a couple more examples of ways he uses his powers.
So, like a distraction? Like,
Yeah.
if you're trying to sneak into a building, you could make something that smells really good or really foul and distract the guards. And the guards could just kind of, like, sneak over and be like, what the fuck is that smell? Or, oh, the bakery cart must be nearby. Or lunch must be done.
So can he, is it literally just the smell that he's creating? So, I mean, you know, when someone rips ass, like it's a release of methane.
Right.
Is he like increasing like the amount of methane?
Oh,
like
that could be dangerous.
He use that?
Yeah, that could
or is
be
it
dangerous.
just the like? I'm not trying to.
I get where you're going for. No, he doesn't change what's in the air. So no, the methane would not be more flammable suddenly because of the extra methane. Right. It
so
just makes them more prominent.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and also an instance, so Disneyland, you've heard the stories how they pump chemicals into the theme parks to make everybody's atmosphere more happy and whatnot.
Oh,
so you have sort of like a blasphemous power.
They pump like gingerbread smell like down
like,
Main Street.
Like you could definitely pump like Adam said, pheromones. So like if he was trying to, I don't know, seduce or persuade someone, he could protrude like a positive pheromone smell.
And like, oh, I love your cologne.
Yeah, exactly. Or, so, a little bit of persuasion, a little bit of subterfuge. He'd be like an infiltrator.
He's like the
then when
Ethan
he gets
Hunt.
caught, boom, tear gas.
He's like the Ethan Hunt of X-Men.
All right.
Who's Ethan Hunt?
Mission Impossible?
Oh, that guy, yeah.
Or at least the first Mission Impossible. Not the later ones.
Weakness?
All right.
I got
break his nose.
Yeah, you gotta do his weakness.
Break his nose.
Oh, that's a good one.
I was going to say Febreze. Just
well, the way Daniel...
Too many scents!
Anything that removes an odor from the air?
Yeah.
Like an air scrubber?
Yeah.
Yeah, or baking soda.
Yeah.
You put baking soda in
it's
it.
trapped in.
That carpet stuff you sprinkle over the carpet.
I was looking for that stuff the other day and I could not find it in Animal.
In Hannibal?
Look in the pet store pet aisle.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So, break his nose to cut his connection from his power. So, that's the physical. The more common day one,
you
just
need the nose?
like an odor resorbent.
It's not like a pituitary gland.
The nose is
I
what
feel
triggers it.
I feel like that's one of those character development things, right? So like he gets his nose broken, he's like, "Oh, I can't wrinkle my nose, I can't control my powers," and then eventually someone's like, "No, you can always control your powers."
Or it depends
like
on who,
sort of like,
or it depends on who's writing him.
right? Yeah, it's like because Emma Frost does that with Iceman. Wolverine does it because he's fucking Wolverine,
So it's
a
sort of be
lot
like
of X-Men go through that kind of evolution.
So it'd be like Xavier, like, "No, Ogler, the smell was always within you all along."
Exactly. Yeah.
Is there any way he can use his power to fly? Because it seems like a lot of characters that have no relation to flying somehow they.
Well, see, that's why I asked the methane question. Because I mean, when I think of Magneto, I mean, they have all these. Magneto control all the magnetism. He can reverse the pull. Like he can do all this crazy shit rather than just like make metal shit fly to him. So that's why I was asking the methane question, or if it's just like, nope, he can do this.
Yeah, I don't think they add more methane, so I don't think you'd be able to bullshit flying, but I think you could bullshit a lot of powers.
Okay.
Like you could emulate super charisma or whatever by emulating the pheromone.
You think he could like kill someone by like this like ramping up like the scent or like so many different scents that your brain is just like overloaded and like you have like an aneurysm?
I could see something like that happening, or like I said earlier, burning out the olfactory sensors so you're nose blind for the rest of your life.
Okay, what in your head? What actor are you picturing playing this? Ooh. If you had to cast the next Black Panther movie, or whatever MCU movie.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Jared Leto. Because I liked him in Morbius. So, because I really liked the way he was set up there. Now, as long as he was not a douchebag, because I could really see like the long-haired Jared Leto being this character.
I'm a little disappointed in Daniel. Honestly, who I was picturing? I wanted to go for like an underdog, I was picturing like a Steve Buscemi.
He's too old.
Jared Leto isn't he? Jared Leto like 50?
Jared Leto can look young.
Are we
Steve
ageist
Buscemi
in this pocket?
is freaking spackled together
but if you
plaster at this point.
if you
was
want
a New York City firefighter, bitch.
If you want
a fantastic person.
If you want to be an infiltrator, you want to look like Joe Everyman. Jared Leto looks like a rock star in everything.
I would disagree with that. He looked like Mars shit in 30 seconds. Suicide Squad.
Said Jared Leto looks like he could get to Mars in 30 seconds.
So, ultimate enemy.
Oh, sorry, I don't mean to kick off. The guy who plays the knife thrower in Umbrella Academy, he would be good.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
He would be good at it, too.
I don't know his name.
What number?
2.
Yes.
Number 2, Diego.
Yep.
I know. Okay.
Yeah, I think he would be...
The Batman-esque type?
The Kraken?
The one that was supposed to be the Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, they made him into the Batman.
Okay, so... Ultimate villain. Somebody doesn't have a sense of smell. Can't affect him at all. What does he do in that situation? Does he have other things that augment his olfactory prowess?
That's a good question. I think that's like his primary mutation there.
But couldn't you could affect something that does have a smell to attack to?
Yeah, you could put like animals in rage by changing the scent for those animals to attack.
Make him smell like piss, so they're like, "Oh, that's my territory, baby."
Mm-hmm. But I see
cover him in like catnip and just let cats just fucking go nuts.
Oh yeah, you could make him smell like catnip and. Absolutely, that's a great idea.
This reminds me of like a really bad character that like Grant Morrison or Alan Moore gets their hands on, and it becomes like an ultimate badass character.
Jeff Johns.
So you've put him in the X-Men universe. Let's switch over real quick. DC universe. What's his alter ego's personality? Superman. We obviously got Clark Kent, reporter. Batman, millionaire playboy.
Oh,
Flash, detective.
Mediocre baker.
Mediocre baker.
Yes, he bakes like shit, but they always smell fantastic, so he makes a shit ton of money.
So he
everyone's
literally,
so
he literally just takes shit, but it smells so good.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was going to say like hot dog vendor.
A hot dog vendor would have been fine too. Yeah.
I don't know why. Just someone that's out there on the streets that's just like among the people.
Oh, I do kind of like hot dog vendor.
Or just some kind of like street vendor.
Yeah. Or the guys in the stadiums that hand out popcorn and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see him doing any of those three.
But he'd have to be somewhere. His job would have to be somewhere where he'd have an advantage for crime. Like
out in the middle of the street
would make. But being in a ballpark wouldn't be.
That's his day job. He's not there all day. And there's not baseball games every single day. That is the safest fucking
baseball stadium in the entire fucking country.
That's right.
I mean, how many superheroes live in New York? That place is a shithole still.
What would his Batcave Quiver Fortress of Solitude be?
Oh, the cologne bottle.
A what?
The cologne bottle.
Oh,
and it would be like a nightclub, like above a nightclub that's like, what is cologne? Italian?
The toilet.
Yeah, like some sort of French or Italian themed nightclub called the Cologne. So he lives in a cologne bottle upstairs.
Okay.
All right. You think that's about it? Anything else you want to add about your character?
He's not ripped.
Don't let him be ripped, fucking
right? Not ripped, but you know, every man.
Okay, let's be honest. How much of this did you have figured out, and then how much came off of
the name and the power?
Okay, all right.
Everything else right off the hip.
Let's see.
All right, so we got both the Tiptons up against each other now. Who wants to go first?
I give you plenty of time.
Oh, I stopped listening. I don't want to give you any credit, but let's hear Adams.
All right. My dude is a janitor.
Okay.
His name's Hank. He works at a church. And at said church, a lot of bad stuff happens. It's a Catholic church, so.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now, this Hank, he knows everything that's going on, right? But he's a coward. He's got no spine.
Huh.
You know, no one likes him.
Must be a janitorial thing.
And because all this evil, bad juju that goes on in this church.
You said it was Catholic, not...
Juju, not Jewish. This bad juju goes on. It opens up for the demons to come up into his church.
Gates of hell open up?
Well, it just makes it more accessible for evil. So one night, during a massive thunderstorm, he's in cleaning the men's bathroom, right?
Okay.
And the demons are slowly creeping into the bathroom to possess him because he's weak, right? They're not going to possess the Catholic priest because they've got egos and they've got strong will. I mean, they're doing really bad.
Altar boys.
And but they want to take demons take the path of least resistance. So Hank is the path of least resistance. And right as the demons are getting ready to jump in his body, he's struck by lightning. But this isn't any normal lightning. This is heavenly lightning. So at the same time he's possessed by a demon, he's imbued with heavenly light. And he wakes up and his mop is burning with hellfire. Like the end of the mop is burning with hellfire. His eyes are glowing with heaven light, right? And his janitor jumpsuit, it's still a jumpsuit, but it's like it's been imbued with Gabriel's armor, and he has the power. Wait, I wrote it down. Hang on.
He drops his paper.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got excited. Okay. Because of this, he gets hell-like power with the authority from heaven to punish the wicked in that church. So after that's done, he goes to rid evil within the church.
All right. So I'm seeing Angel, Janitor, Ghost Rider without the car, but a mop and flame with the powers of hell.
Ghost Mopper.
It's not just like his mop song. It's not like he like literally it's hellfire.
Okay. So he has a flaming mop.
Do you think Ghost Rider lights his motorcycle on fire with a Zippo?
I've read that episode.
Oh, okay.
Or I've read that issue.
So is it just the mop, or does if he grabs like a spray bottle, does the spray bottle?
No. It's not him. It's just the mop.
So the mop is imbued with the powers of hell.
So if he drops it, the mop is still on fire.
No. But what I'm saying is, can he transfer?
No, it's just the mop.
Just the mop.
So he has an enchanted mop and an enchanted jumpsuit.
Well, yeah, his jumpsuit's like imbued, like it's still a normal jumpsuit, but like it can like deflect like small arms fire because it's been imbued with Gabriel's
protective power.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want Michael's armor. Michael was the warrior.
That's the one I meant. I thought Gabriel was an archangel.
He is, but Michael was the one that warrior. He's the one that cast Lucifer
Michael.
With all the fiery damnation of hell imbued in the mop and the protection of heaven protecting him from his own mop.
And his eyes glow, right? His
eyes glow all the time?
It's not when he's in this stage. He can still go back to Hank.
So is it like the Avatar state where like he can trigger it?
Yeah. So his eyes glow, and it's not like a pentant stare. He can't do the pentant stare, but he can see like the shadow. Like he knows the evil that lurks in the man. He can literally see when his eyes are glowing.
So he's be like, I knows what you done.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's Hank's voice, everybody.
Yeah.
I knows what you done.
So does he go from church to church or just that church?
Well, I would figure like the first mini issue, like the first 6 issues, would be that him taking care of that church, and then
scrubbing out evil.
The final, I like that. The final page.
I would have gone with rubbing out evil.
The final splash page would have been like, "I'm coming for you, Pope," or some shit like that.
I'm coming for you, Pope.
Some shit like that.
So he'd go from one church all the way to the Vatican.
Well, whatever.
Working his way up through the construction line of the Catholic Church.
So what are his powers? He's got a flaming mop and an armored jumpsuit, and that's it?
Well, he's got those eyes that can, like, see.
Okay,
yeah, but what does he do? Like, is he, like... Yeah. So, if Daniel's a pervy priest, no offense, and Hank comes up on... I mean, does he just, like, shove the flaming mop down his throat?
Well,
or?
It's hellfire. It's not like he sees a flaming mop and sprays it with water. It ain't gonna put it out.
No,
right, but what happens to me when I touch the mop?
You go to hell.
So he murders.
So is he just like, hey, Daniel, hold this, and then
he's basically like what's that one move? Fuck, what's that one
He's
move?
the decider.
So whoever touches the mop that isn't Hank is transported to hell.
Or does he use the mop to set his people on fire?
Yeah, it's kind of like Bright. You know how you can't touch the magic wands in Bright, otherwise you'll explode.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh well, you know what I'm talking
fantastic.
about. If you touch Hank's mop, it's over. He bursts into flames.
So again, no offense, Daniel. Daniel's the pervy priest, and I'm Hank.
None.
So what if he took the mop, and as he's moving the mop on the floor, that's what opens a gateway to hell.
That could be.
And you know, the demons are like, it's like a symbiotic type relationship. The demons are like, all right, we can't fuck with Hank because he's got heavenly light, but this guy who's coming to hell anyway, so they just like pop their hands up, grab him, pull him to hell.
So it was like
I
traps him from evildoers.
I also had this scene where like he had the like he was Hank and he was coming up on his villain, and he had the bucket and he was coming up and right as he transformed, he kicked the water, and the water was like water, but it was like fire moving through the air like water, and it gets on him and it covers him like water, but it's
we've
fire.
talked about this before, Adam. Keep your hands to yourself.
No touching.
Instead
the
of being
priest
like,
does all the touching.
Instead of being like the crappy like plastic Rubbermaid one, it can be like the old school.
Yes,
can be like
school.
the old school like metal round bucket.
That needs the
that's got like the squeaky wheels.
Yeah.
Because I have this where like he's like squeaking it and like he like goes like around a corner. And then he comes back and it's just fucking flames everywhere.
And this guy, I don't know if you guys are fans of artists of comics, but this guy is a Ben Temple-Smith looking figure. No. If you don't know Ben Temple, 30 Days a Night, Gotham by Midnight, The Squitter, like that's what he looks like. He's rail skinny. You know, he's kind of got, because he's constantly mopping. He's got like a hunch in his back, always, even in whatever we decide the alternate form is. He's always hunched over.
It's just him standing up straight.
All right, okay, I see what you're going for. You were going for a dark hero atmosphere.
Yeah.
We got it. He's around the church. Nobody even sees him. You don't. How many times you look at your janitor? Evil goes on around and like he's not getting anything. He's making minimum wage. Where else could he go to even tell anybody? He's not going to out anybody because he doesn't want to lose his job.
Ooh, sorry. I like also the idea with the portals, because he's always got that big key of rings. What if, like, locking key, when he opens a door, when he's in his alternate form, it opens up to hell, and he's just like, and he'll like lock the door again.
Yeah, he's got a key for heaven too.
Yeah.
We gotta put this in storage.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that. Almost sort of like what is that? Yeah, a sling blade sort of draw or demeanor and whatnot.
Yeah, but not thick like sling blade. This isn't a sexy thick. This is like a really emaciated man. Help me out here.
Emaciated
person. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Like Christian Bale in The Machinist.
Oh, that is not that far.
Well, okay.
Not that far.
Well, it'd be maybe more visual.
Maybe in the alternate version he's that.
What about him like in Rescue Dawn?
Or him in The Fighter.
Okay, all right.
All right, we'll compromise.
All right, okay. So, basically,
no,
punishing the wicked, sending them to hell.
Was it The Fighter?
I know which movie you're talking about.
Right.
So, we said all the aspects of the hell part, that he's sending demons to hell. Is there any more of the heaven aspects besides just keeping the hell power from killing him?
I would think that would have to be it. You would have the hell power, the heaven power is what's basically protecting him, unless you added something where eventually the hell power that's keeping him alive is gradually killing him.
No, it's not that. So, the idea is like have you guys ever seen Keanu Reeves' Street Kings?
No.
With Hugh Laurie. The idea was like he was a peace officer that went out at night. And with sanction by the police, he did things that weren't technically legal, but needed to get done. And the line, like Hugh Laurie was the police commissioner or whatever, or the sergeant, and he was threatening to arrest Keanu Reeves. And Keanu Reeves, you're not going to arrest me. You need me. I do what you guys in your position need to get done. So it's like heaven, like evil is starting to win. Especially in the place of God, in the house of God, evil is starting to win. So heaven knows, like fighting a war like Filmation's He-Man isn't going to work. We need to fight like the new DC He-Man. So we're going to let evil think it's going to possess this person because we need these powers. We need this.
So heaven's powers that diminish so much on Earth. That's all it can spare to do is just keep the hell power from killing this one person. And then therefore turning the hell powers back onto the wicked to use them for the side of heaven.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
I'd watch that.
I kind of like that idea.
I mean, it sounds like a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
What's his weakness?
That's where
that's for us to decide. Remember?
I don't know what
sin and 7 sins.
The 7 deadly sins.
Mm-hmm.
So what? Like
and whenever he commits a sin, until he atones, he loses one of his powers.
So we're supposed to be goofy, right? So what if he really likes chocolate milk or something, like gluttony, right? That's a sin.
Mm-hmm. And
all right.
Yeah, so when he indulges in one of the 7 sins, he loses one of his powers until he atones.
And he's got a woman who.
No. This is a janitor at a Catholic church.
Is it really a woman?
Can he pull down a woman in his position? I'm just saying.
No. Okay. Well, lust. What if he's got?
Janitors are worthy of love too, Cody.
The character that Adam has described.
We just lost all of our janitorial viewership.
I'm just
There's
saying,
a person for everybody.
No. What about for the sin of lust? He's got a woman that he lusts after. He really loves
a nun.
But a nun. But he knows he can't make a move. It's a nun or she's married or whatever, but he still has that lust in his heart. And whenever she's, i.e., kind of like Hancock, whenever she's around, the heaven power loses and the evil starts encroaching.
Okay, I like that. What about some alternate ideas?
Whenever he takes pride in his a job well done.
You see that fucking drywall spackle, and then just bam.
Or I did a really good job banishing that demon. Boom, no powers.
See that fucking painting I did? Matched it perfect. Aw, man.
These powers aren't for himself; it's for the world.
And what if he goes after a victim out of personal reasons instead of the orders from heaven? He goes after a person for his own personal reasons, so that would be wrath, and that would be a sin.
Oh, you know what would be interesting? How he discovers that is he goes out to hunt this evil person, and after he judges them and tries to damn them to hell, they go to heaven instead.
Or nothing happens, and the guy just looks at me, and he's like a big muscle bound guy, and he's like, oh, fuck.
And he just
squeak.
All right, so
I don't want to do mine now.
Like we already said, he works minimum wage.
Yeah.
So he could be envious of the people who have better apartments or more money than him, and every time he's like, "Oh, I want a new iPhone," he'd be like, "Boom! Oh, I can't light my own fire anymore."
I wish I was as cool as the other guys that were on this podcast.
Yeah.
Is there what are some of the others? Would there be a sin where he's like, I don't fucking want this I didn't ask for this. I don't. Would that be sloth?
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not going to do this. This is my given path, and I'm not going to do it.
Tagline.
Sloth, envy.
What's a
why
tagline?
Can't somebody else do this?
What's a tagline? It's that small title underneath the main title usually.
Do we got a name for this janitor besides Hank?
What's the superhero name?
Yeah. Well, superhero name, alter ego, because this is sounding more like an anti-hero to me. So, what is the name that, in passing, those that fear would say of him?
The Cleaning Crusader.
I like Ghost Mopper.
Ghost Mopper's kind of cool, but I do like Ghost Mopper, but I realized after I wrote this, I did not have Ghost Rider at all in my head. But
it's sounding a lot like Ghost Rider.
Now that
I'm not going to lie to you. There's going to be a point against you, but the rest of it I'm loving.
Instead of being Hank, what if his name's Jason, and he has to say a prayer to transform into his alternate form?
Like a rhyme.
Yeah,
oh my god, I love that crap.
Yeah, and then you call him Ghost Blood or something like that.
Okay, so we're...
I like that trailer. Something like that.
Or what if
then you find out that the demon that's possessed the mop is really an angel that's been trapped in hell?
or what if
it's just an angel who went crazy?
or to light his mop on fire, he can tap it on the... I honestly had the Toxic Avenger in my head when I wrote this.
Toxic Avenger?
Have you not heard of Toxic Avenger?
No.
Oh, it's a janitor who gets bathed in toxic waste and
Plus,
goes to clean up.
I'm a former janitor, so I wanted to.
Let's be honest, you're still kind of a janitor.
Yeah. I honestly thought it was funny, but it's starting to sound way more darker than.
Oh right, so
I don't want to.
Maybe because nobody survives interaction with the Ghost Mopper, there's not a name known, so we'll just go for Hank with now. How about that?
Well, what's a?
I don't know. Hank the comic book isn't going to sell a whole lot.
I'd buy it.
What's a funny? What's like a really funny? Because cleaning crews always got like a punny name. So what if the name of the comic book would be like the name of the cleaning crew? But they always got like pun names. Like yardscaping companies always got punny names.
I don't know any yardscaping names that have punny names.
No,
the Sinstodian.
The what?
Sinstodian.
Sinstodian.
I'm trying to think of some alliteration. But no, I can't. I got nothing. It'll come to me later.
What if his name was J-Sin? J-S-I-N.
Yeah, I got it. It wasn't that hard to pick up on.
Okay.
You could make that his middle name. So his name would be
John?
H. Jason.
Oh.
Okay. I'm sorry, Cody. You're what?
No. Like I'm liking your idea. I'm liking the idea behind it. It's wacky enough. Ghost Rider, Ghost Cleaner, Sin Cleaner, the Sinstodian. Loving the idea.
What if?
Loving it,
What?
babe. Loving it.
So-
Great idea.
so we go-
Green lit.
So we go put it in the DC universe. He works at a church that Dr. Tompkins pays for, so he runs into Batman a lot.
Okay, so we're set. So this is again Adam's OC self-insert into Gotham City.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Batman and him are not going to get along.
Yeah, so there's another.
So then he judges Batman, or Batman judges him.
Yeah, then there's like a really pimp move where Batman's like, I don't give a fuck what your opinion of me is, and like it doesn't work because he's got like willpower.
I did see this really cool panel where it was Batman and Etrigan, and Batman threatened Etrigan, and he's like, I will find you and I will hurt you, and Etrigan's like, I'm a demon of hell, and it's just Batman walking away. He goes, and I'm Batman.
That might be a cool storyline where like the Sinstodian and Batman get into a fight, and Sinstodian judges Batman, sends him to hell. So then Constantine and Etrigan have to go rescue Batman from hell.
As long as the intro is it's the mop hitting the floor and there's no one there, and then he moves it, and when he moves it back, there's Batman's like feet right there, and he's just like, I'm gonna need you to move.
I missed the spot.
Oh, I just came up with his saying. You know how Batman's like, I am the dark, I am the night, blah, blah,
Yes,
blah.
all right, let's see.
Here's his saying. There's going to be, like, someone says, we're going to fight, and they're like, there's going to be 2 hits. My mop hitting the floor and your dick hitting the ground.
Okay, that doesn't work.
You ruined it.
Yeah, that's awful.
You ruined it. I was
all for it, but that's too much of a mouthful.
Okay, sorry.
too much of a mouthful.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I
probably
never
an unfortunate saying in the Catholic Church.
Okay, all right. So I'm done. I'll shut up.
Okay, like the idea. All right, Tyler.
I don't want to do mine now.
Sorry, that's not the theme of the episode. You could still win it. You know, it's all
I
judged on my irrational opinion.
So
I don't know. You were shit talking a lot. I think you're probably at a pretty big point deficit.
I was helping out a lot. So I just have the broad order. So this, I don't know how he got his powers.
Hell has no fury like Daniel scorned.
We're losing 2 points.
Cody won't be on the next podcast. Adam will get a text. If Cody's going to be here, I'm not showing up.
It's my house. It's like, what do you mean?
That's the weird thing. I just have the broad order. So basically, this person has the ability to control, to either influence or control the music that plays inside other people's heads.
Ooh.
Oh.
So like, if he wanted to attract someone, like when she looks at him, like he can put on,
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yeah, like romantic music. If Daniel, him and Daniel are friends, and Daniel's getting ready for the big fight on Saturday. I'm so glad we don't do videos. He can if Daniel's getting ready to do some fisticuffs. He can put like some fucking Eye of the Tiger music blaring in here.
Hell yeah.
If Adam's being a dick, he can like crank up some emo stuff, and Adam's just like, "Aw."
I like this idea.
So like he tripped and fell, and he hit his head on a boombox as his house was struck by lightning, and then the lightning ran.
Take that because I said that.
Well, I thought about this, but I didn't want to say it because it's too stupid. So the lightning surged. The lightning surged through the house, through the receptacle, and the house wasn't up to date, so it didn't have a GFRI outlet.
No. Daniel, can you work lightning into your origin story?
So the lightning traveled up through the outlet into the boombox, which their heads were one head in the boombox. So the electrical impulses in his head were now matched with the boombox. So now he could control music inside other people's heads.
So is the boombox like the Green Lantern? Like it's like his lantern?
Yes.
He's got to have it with him?
Yes.
Or does he have to like...
And it's a big old fucking ghetto blaster.
Yeah.
It's not like a freaking like iPod. It's a fucking huge ass bastard.
Alright, so...
There's his weakness right there, man. Take away the boombox.
But he has it cool, like he's... I don't know why I said it's cool like it is. It's on like a strap. So he can like fling it around in front of him and then fling it around him back.
That's kind of cool.
It runs on C batteries. So he's got
D motherfucking D.
So he's got to replace the D batteries every once in a while, and then especially long superhero encounters. Like, God damn it! Need a screwdriver to get this open.
Okay.
Oh, it's myself in the snap.
The love interest is like getting like really into it, and then all of a sudden the fucking boombox cuts out, and she's like,
"You hold it up in the air like that."
The fucking lactic acid just shit, and then he dropped it. Fuck.
So does he have a range on this? Does he have to make contact with him first?
I mean he has to visualize, but I mean like if he was like watching something on TV, then he could do it to that. Like he has to see them.
Or kind of like a jumper, or like Nightcrawler. He has to like either see where he's going or have.
So like if he was watching the
presidential debate,
then he could do something to that person.
Put porn music in Trump's head,
which is already probably there.
Okay,
what
so
that was the porn.
So what?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So is he like a DJ in his normal life?
Honestly, I didn't think of that.
Because that could really fuck with people.
No, he's one of those guys who brings his boombox on the street corner and dances.
Oh, he's
break dancer.
No,
so are we doing a period piece? The '90s.
It definitely sounds like a 90s period.
Or is this like a guy that he missed the breakdancing craze and wants to bring it back?
It's like, you know those guys who get like stuck in the 80s? This guy's stuck in the 90s. Jinko pants, and he just never let it go.
Sweatshirt tied around his waist.
So he's a busker, or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
All right.
People piss him off. He just like Rain fucking puts dubstep in their heads.
But
it's the 90s, so they're like, "What's dubstep?"
No.
It's
now, but he's like stuck in the like he thinks like the 90s.
Like, the 90s
he's
was
like
the best time of his life.
He's got Arrested Development, so he thinks the 90s is the best.
I got you. Arrested Development wasn't around in the 90s.
Shut the fuck up.
All right. So he has to have visual line of sight of whoever he's doing this to. So range doesn't matter. So if he's on one side of the country, the person can be on the other side as long as he's seeing who he's doing this to.
Yeah.
And is it just limited to music, or can he do other sounds?
Yeah, I mean any sound.
Okay, but music
so
just
you can talk to him.
No, I don't think.
No, because that would just be telepathy.
Yeah, I think it has to be some like it. It has to be like it can be like sound like the ocean or something like that.
Okay,
but like it can't be like a voice.
Okay,
unless like you went like
that would be one of the story arcs.
Bumblebee and like the Transformers, where like you used like music
he's
lyrics.
on the boombox like switching channels really quick, looking at the guy going, "You getting my message?"
He's got to get like some sort of urgent message out, so he's splicing in like song lyrics, like one word song lyrics to try and make a sentence for him to understand.
All right. Mike,
it has to be music he's heard.
It has to be music he's heard. Oh,
he has to know what that song is,
and here's
so that way he can learn new powers by going to like big concerts and shit.
Here's his superhero outfit: boombox speakers on the tits, and then he's got that dial
No, the dials have to be on the tit so you can do this.
No, hey, he's not campy.
No, the
we already got his. It is 2023, right?
No, that's his personal. That's just him in personal life.
That's so he dresses like he's from the 90s.
I want the dot, like the dial, the slider. I want that on this little bandolero type thing that he has.
Oh, so he's
like that's how he change. He like moves his finger along the little slider.
Oh, yeah.
That's how he changes
it. Then you
it.
can have something over here that he messes with. So you're doing this like air guitar.
Yeah.
That's cool. And the boombox is on his back, or does he have to like flip it up on his shoulder?
Do either. Like if he wants like more like he flings around front because like if he's physically touching it. I mean, he gets a power boost.
He can't go through the dial if he's physically touching it.
But like that's like okay, he's found where he wants to be at. Then he flips it around, and he's holding it.
Oh, what if it's like Tony Stark's Iron Man? Like normally it's got enough power just to be on the back, but let's say the guy's fighting back a little bit, so he flips it on his shoulder for a little more juice, and it's not working. So then he takes it off, and it's like even more.
Yeah, and then he gets him to say anything. That's the ultimate.
Yeah,
finisher.
that's like a full. What does Deadpool say when he jumps off the bridge?
Maximum effort.
Yeah, that's his maximum effort.
Okay, all right. We got a name for this guy?
John Cusack. Sorry.
It's a female, and her name is karaoke.
Okie.
Oh, I love
okay.
that.
Do we have a actress to play this woman?
We didn't guess.
I was gonna get back to you.
Just because I just finished watching the Netflix Wednesday series, Jennifer Ortega.
No, she's too young. Why would she be stuck in the 90s?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
No.
Why are you stuck in the 2000s?
Let's do someone tall. I was picturing her tall.
This is his character.
Okay, fine. But I
thought this was
okay, if it's someone has to be older and they have to be tall. Karen Gillan, that's who I want.
That's honestly what I thought you were going to say.
That's poor Karen Gillan.
That's who I thought you were going to say anyway. Well, then this karaoke can't be in the MCU though.
Why not?
Yeah.
And she's nobody nebula. Said your character has to be in the MCU.
She played two different characters in the Doctor Who universe.
Yeah, a shitty universe.
And Chris Evans did two different characters in Marvel.
That's not the MCU.
So, still two Marvel characters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see this.
Ryan Reynolds has done two different versions of Deadpool.
Yeah, truth.
But that's not in the MCU.
It will be soon.
What bitch.
All right. Okay. So we did the joke weakness. She runs out of D batteries. Do we have any other...
Sorry. Carrie's going to be running around frantically with the batteries looking for some D. Is that...
He kicks open a door in a bookstore. I need some D.
And all the guys just there you go. That's the opening scene. She kicks open the door to a comic book shop and says, "I need some D," and then it just shows all the guys just like dropping everything. And then it goes. I bet you're wondering how I got to this point. And it's a flashback.
That's an amazing opening panel.
And the oh man, that doesn't make sense now. Now that I'm about ready to say it out loud. But what if the villain
is deaf?
I was gonna say like a Luddite or Amish, but because there'd be no electricity, so there'd be no way to get batteries or.
So it's an Amish guy that she messed with once, and he's like, "Get these devils out of my head!"
I kind of like that. Like the deaf person is kind of like the low hanging fruit there. The Amish or Mennonite, someone who doesn't have any understanding of modern music or technology.
Yeah, that person wouldn't, or someone with tinnitus.
Something's amish.
God damn it.
What was that, Sean Connery?
Mish.
So what would the... anyway, go ahead. It's Cody, sorry.
The villain would want everything to be their
worldview. The villain would be called the Luddite.
The villain would want everyone to return to an agrarian society.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but yeah.
Along with a lot of other words, I don't know what that means.
So, villain would basically be the...
Probably. I don't know what that means.
Would be like the parents from Footloose, like, no music, no dancing.
Well, there's only one parent. The other one's dead.
Oh, yeah.
That's why he doesn't want to dance.
Thanks for bringing that up.
All right, sorry.
God, this episode got dark.
What?
You ever notice in that
like,
movie when Kevin Bacon's dancing in that warehouse, his car is so far away, he can't hear that fucking music, so he's just like...
That's where karaoke comes in.
Yeah.
She amplifies it.
All right. You have anything else you want to add about your character?
No, that went a lot better than I thought it was going to go.
Okay, so we do
I still think the karaoke was the best part.
I'm not going to lie, that's a good point in your favor. It's the best name so far, in my opinion.
Oh, who are you casting as Hank?
I want an old man. I want a genuine old man, not Liam Neeson. I love Liam Neeson, but he gets enough.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Sam Elliott.
Oh, fuck.
No.
Sam Elliott's too cool.
Yeah,
Sam Elliott is a badass casting, but too cool. Too cool. This dude's got to be not cool.
Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi, yeah. Okay, Steve Buscemi.
Imagine Steve Buscemi going up against Batman. Like,
he'd kick ass
move?
as Hank.
Yeah.
All right. Okay,
That'd
so
be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
just a quick overview of our 3 potential candidates. We got Olgar with smell manipulation of the olfactory senses.
What would that power? It would have some sort of Marvel Stan Lee name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I don't have an answer. Olfactory something.
Yeah.
What's that? It's got to be an alliteration too.
Smellification.
We got the Senstodian.
I fucking love that name.
It's like it's growing on me. Like that's the Senstodian. Empowered with the righteous power of heaven and hell to bring about justice on.
No, he's got hell's power. He uses hell's power with God authority. With God. How did the Blues Brothers say it? How would
we're on a mission from God?
How would Elwood Blues say that though? He would say it like
we're on a mission.
I am on a mission from God.
Okay.
He's cleaning up the church one person at a time.
Yeah.
All right.
And he's got a half tank of gas and he's wearing sunglasses.
And then we got karaoke.
I hate Illinois Nazis.
With the amazing power to control the music that happens in other people's heads or sound.
What Stan Lee name would you give that power? Stan Lee-esque or Jack Kirby-esque name?
Hearing hallucinations.
All right.
I want
auditory hallucinations.
No, but it's
that's too sterile.
I want
like too
audible something. Audible. I can't. It has to be an alliteration. I can't think of anything. Well, it's not an alliteration, but audible illusions. No.
That's kind of cool.
I like audible illusions.
Yeah,
audible illusions.
But the illusions is spelled with an A.
That would work. Because, like, you allude, you are kind of hinting at something.
So,
what about audible alluding?
I like the audible illusions.
Yeah, well, whatever. You're the boss.
All right. Before I make my final decision, since this is also a team effort at the end of the day, I want to get each one of your guys to vote for one of these heroes, not your own.
I would have to say the I forgot his name already.
Hank.
No, not Hank.
The
Senstodian. I want to say the senator for something. I'm like, that's not right.
So I guess, are we voting for, like, the best movie or the coolest or, like, the most interesting
whatever one. Power? Whichever character you 3 have designed here today, that's you besides your own, because we don't want any nepotism here.
Right.
That you like, well, okay, I really love their idea.
I'm going to hire my son to do something. That's nepotism.
I mean, I think they're both. I mean, I
can't pick. They're both cool.
I'd watch them both.
All right, so I'm going to put in for Tyler because I like karaoke. I like that is just all full of the '90s camp that I love in my superheroes.
I'm spineless like Hank, so I can't decide.
All right, so it looks like
it goes with it.
It looks like the Senstodian and karaoke each have a vote.
And I cast Adam's vote for Daniel because I would watch that too. I think that would be a good thing.
So you're the
I am the decider, like always.
Yes.
And I have to say, like, I love Daniel's idea.
I would just want there to be like a scene where like everybody's in a bathroom and like some guys like giving him, like mocking him for some reason as they both go into the stalls, and then like he just completely wrecks the guy and just fucking makes it reek. Like he's like washing his hands and then he leaves and he just like crinkles his nose and you just like he's standing outside the bathroom. You just hear someone go, "Oh my god!" And then
the door opens up again. And you hear squeaky, squeaky.
Yeah. It's a crossover episode.
I was gonna say we need a crossover with karaoke and Olga, so that way, like in that scene, like she's making everyone hear the farting sounds coming from his stall, and he's making it smell super bad.
So they
and then Custodian comes in to mop the floor afterwards.
As long as the Custodian goes, "I'm too old for this shit," and he pulls out the flaming mop,
the flaming plunger.
Yeah. Oh shit! Please tell me you didn't turn it off.
No.
Oh, okay.
It just made a little scratchy noise instead of a squeaky noise.
Why?
I am the squeak in the night. I am the ammonia that you smell.
I hate to say it. I love Daniel's idea, Ogre. It's great. Love the idea behind it. The other two,
he is definitely backpedaling hard.
But the other two hit me more. And between karaoke and the Custodian, I think Custodian is hitting me more. I love Custodian.
Wow.
I never win anything.
Wow. Karaoke was way better.
Karaoke is great. I love karaoke. I think we gave Custodian too much stuff.
No.
Like, we all sold Custodian. You have to admit that.
So then we're all the winners.
We are all
the
winners.
So then, really, the Custodian were the friends that we made along the way. And for that, I should fucking win.
I'm sorry, Tyler, you have lost 2 times in the same day.
Hey, these episodes...
But not through lack of trying by the scorekeeper.
These episodes weren't supposed to be broadcasted together.
It's alright.
And actually, we're going to harken back to that episode. We're going to take my extra points from this episode and just tack it on there.
I think you still lose by a point.
As the scorekeeper for the next episode.
At this time, I declare Custodian the winner. So, if Adam, do you have a topic that in your back pocket you want to do for the topic of the next episode's rules, stipulations?
I don't know if this could work, but this was another idea I had. You guys ever heard of like that bubble of television programs and signals that we're sending out into space?
Yes.
So if like you're on Neptune, you'll be hearing the first airings of I Love Lucy. So I had this.
So you're going with Futurama?
No. So I had this idea on this distant planet. They are receiving the television broadcasts of WWE, but they don't realize it's a TV show, and they think it's like a signal from God or off distant gods fighting. So they build their society based on these WWE programs, and these people are just like going by their normal lives, and then they're called up and they have to have a wrestling match then and there, and their gimmicks are like they build their lives around their actual gimmicks. So like the Undertaker would be a legitimate whatever the species were, and like they have. Now that I'm saying it out loud, it sounds a lot like Mortal Kombat. Never mind.
A little bit.
No. I like the bubble idea.
Yeah. So what if our prompt is something that's affected by this bubble going into the universe?
Say it again.
Like something that's being affected by the bubble going into the universe.
So our bubble's affecting something. What is it affecting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. So Cody, Tyler, and I will write a movie on the next Previously On about what this bubble could affect and what movie we would write about this bubble affecting the universe.
So, in incidents like Futurama's episode, Single Female Lawyer.
Single Female Lawyer.
Oh, fuck. Maybe that's where it...
And then,
every time I think I'm original, you guys like knock me off the mountain.
Well, then there's also the more famous movie, Purple People Eater.
You ever seen it?
Yeah, it's about
I saw the porn parody of it.
The Purple Peter Eater.
How old is that movie?
It's old.
Old.
Is it really? Who's in it?
I don't know who's in it. All I know is about a Purple People Eater.
Really quick. I'm serious. Really quick. What's it about?
It's about a Purple People Eater.
But what's that got to do with the bubble?
Its horn can conduct radio waves from the Dr. Demento song.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's because because it's a 50s song. It took 20, 30 years to reach out into space, and it's like a flashback of a bunch of 50s music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh. So that's what we're...
Neat.
That's what your idea was.
Yeah.
You came about that completely on your own.
Okay. So we have to come up with our own bubble? Or we have to come up with like how aliens would receive a certain transmission?
Well, just a movie about something this bubble is affecting. So it could be aliens. Maybe it's not aliens. Dun dun dun.
No, let's say a faraway civilization receives Daniel Newkirk's transmission of all these.
That's a badass space sciencey name, Daniel Newkirk.
Of all these, like, is this what you're saying? So like this faraway civilization receives transmissions of the Transformers, so they build these Transformers.
That was what you were saying. I'm just I'm just narrowing broadening the topic, so we don't have to do that.
Gotcha.
Because I already have an idea for a movie.
So without giving your idea away, so again, I'm just trying to understand. I'm going to be Adam at this point, and just beat it to death. So you guys can stop listening at this point.
Do the outro.
Oh, sorry, Daniel, do the outro. We'll do this afterwards.
It's an off-air conversation.
There's one guy that's like, I wonder what the fuck they're saying.
Oh, what the fuck we're saying. You've been listening to Previously on a Damage Control podcasting episode with Cody, Tyler, Daniel, and Adam. Listen to our other podcasts and other episodes on YouTube and SoundCloud, and hopefully take a look for us soon on Apple Podcasts and Pandora Podcasts.
I just want to do a score count. Adam 1, Tyler -2.
Fuck you. Karaoke was way better.
Karaoke was way better. Podcast out!